Hey everybody. I'm just going to quickly talk through the presentation for the week, the assignment. I know some of you really benefit from hearing it, not just reading it. So I'm kind of just going to go through the handout. So you've received this handout from us. It's got quite a bit of information, and I'm just going to talk you through it. So your job this week is to basically create a presentation about one of 6 types of renewable energy in a group and then present it, basically. So you can already access the spreadsheet. I can kind of show you what that looks like. Okay, it looks like this. It's got the 6 types of renewables. It's got spots for you to tell me who's in your group and some other things. You cannot edit it until 8 a.m. tomorrow, 8 a.m. Monday. I don't know when you're going to be watching this. So at 8 a.m. Monday, it will become editable. Editable? Is that a word? Editable for you guys to allow you to choose your group and to choose your type of energy. So that's the first thing you do. Access the spreadsheet. It'll be available to edit at 8 a.m. on Monday. First come, first served. So the first thing you're going to do is choose a renewable energy source. So we have solar, which I know you guys know what that means. You're talking about solar panels. Hydrogen fuel cells, which was introduced during the lecture. Biomass, which is used more in developing countries, burning plant matter. Hydroelectric, that would be dams. Wind energy, like windmills. And then geothermal, which is using the heat from the earth. Okay, so you pick one. You choose a group. Here are kind of our rules for the group. No more than 5 in a group. Ideally, four to 5 would work. So we have 6 topics. 28-ish kids in a class divided by a 6 is 4, remainder 4. So 2 groups of 4 and 4 groups of 5, if I did that right. 3 is okay, as long as the other groups are bigger, I guess. It all depends on what your classmates pick. If you choose 3, you might end up with other people placed into your group, just so you know. Anything else needs to be approved by your teacher. I could approve an overload. We could approve a smaller group. We just got to talk about it. Starting at 8 a.m. on Monday, you can choose the people in your group, and you have until 3 p.m. At 3 p.m., Mrs. Stroik and I will look at our rosters, and whoever doesn't have a group yet will be put into a group. Maybe everyone will have a group and it'll be great. Maybe there'll just be one person that slept too late and didn't get to pick. We're not sure. So you may get someone put into your group, or there just might be like an entire renewable energy that didn't get chosen, and there's just kind of like a jigsaw puzzle group that gets put together. For this assignment, you need to stay within your class because the presentations are within the class. Okay? This is all being entered on that spreadsheet. You will then choose a point person or a contact person for the group. So this is someone that's good at getting back to people and like on their phone a lot, probably, so that they can check their email or their texts. So if we have questions, we'll talk to them. If your group has questions, they should reach out to us. So it's kind of like the captain of a team. Like they're the ones that can talk to the refs. You'll also indicate how you prefer to be contacted. I know my people can also put like messaging on Instagram or anything like that. Oh, I don't want that. Choose a method of delivery. So tomorrow you will choose your group. You will choose your topic. You can start working. You will have all day Tuesday. You will have all day Wednesday to work. And then on Thursday, you will present. You are either going to present remotely, like you're going to film a video basically of you guys with your slides at your homes and like stitch it together using iMovie or something. Showing the slides and your faces. We need to see faces, talking loudly and clearly, like I hope I'm doing now. Looking at the camera, making eye contact, all that stuff. And then send it to your teacher, or like share it in Drive or put it on YouTube or something. Or your other choice is to sign up for a time slot, pick a time basically, on Thursday during normal school hours between 8 and 3. And you'll do like a Zoom or a Google Meet with your teacher, and you'll screencast like I'm doing right now, but then you'll talk us through your slides, which honestly sounds easier to me, but that's just me. If you don't want to talk to us, that's fine. You can make your video. So that is on Thursday. So Thursday at 3 o'clock, either your video is submitted, you presented live, and everybody's slides are shared. The way you're going to share your slides is if you look back to this document here. Oh, I can't like double click on it. You're gonna link it to the name. So like if you guys choose wind and you have your, like, let's say these are your Google Slides here. You're gonna link it to the title. Okay, so I should be able to click and get to a link. I don't know if that worked or not, but I think you understand what I'm saying. So you're gonna actually link it to the spreadsheet. Okay, so you're gonna choose your method of delivery and choose your time if you need to. So again, then tomorrow and Tuesday and Wednesday, you just have work time. There's no check-ins, there's no Google Forms. Mrs. Stroik and I are available to answer questions. We might reach out and check in on you if we're looking at your slides and like we don't see a lot of progress. But that's it. You don't really owe us anything until Thursday. So let's talk about the presentation in general. Here's what you're doing. So we want some sort of title slide. What is it? Put your names on it. And then we're going through this list. How is it produced? What are the waste products? Where is the type of energy typically found? What are some advantages and disadvantages? Some facts. Make sure you include net energy yield. I do have a list of topics. Like I have my own notes for each one, and I'll reach out if I see that your presentation doesn't have what I'm looking for. Some pictures in there so that we're not super bored. If there's any embedded video clips that are short, that's fine. And then you need to write 3 possible test questions with answers. So like if you were really presenting, you would be asking us questions. If you're doing a live presentation, Mrs. Stroik and I will try to answer them. But we've always said that if your questions are good and we end up putting them on the quiz, you're going to have a quiz on this on Monday, that your group gets a bonus point. So keep that in mind. Here's our grading rubric. This is going to be your first grade in the summative category of the Term 4 gradebook. And it's out of 20 points, which is kind of a lot. It's a quiz grade, okay? So everybody should be getting a 20 out of 20. And it tells you the breakdown. It tells you for the presentation, kind of equal weighting of presentation rule, and then is it easy to hear and understand as well. In terms of finding information, honestly, better than Google in terms of narrowing down what I'm looking for and what Mrs. Stroik is looking for is using your textbook. So I have the link here to get you to your textbook. I think I'll just show you. Once you get there, instead of having you each make an account, it's behsapnviro@gmail. The password is apesrocks1. You sign in. Come on. You go to open. It's coming. You click on this little blue book, which gives you ignore all this. This is like activities that I could assign to you. I always make it full screen to get that stuff out of the way. Here's our book. If you go to the table of contents, we're looking at chapter 16. And then basically it's all laid out. Like if you have solar, you're 16.2. If you have hydro, you're 16.3. If you have wind, you're 16.4. And you just click on it and it like here, advantages and disadvantages. This is exactly what we're looking for. Okay. There's pictures. There's probably even questions at the end of the chapter. So really don't necessarily just rely on the internet randomly. I know teachers say that all the time, but I think it's easier to use your textbook and you'll get more what we're looking for. So that's the presentation. Then Friday, you'll receive a shared presentation from your teacher just for your block, like stitching together all 6 presentations, and you will be filling out this chart. Advantages, disadvantages, all that stuff that you'll be able to use on Monday's quiz. So you have all week to do the presentation. It's due Thursday. You'll be taking some notes Friday. I hope that all makes sense. Again, usually we explain it in class and you have work time in class. So if this document wasn't helpful enough, the video wasn't helpful enough, obviously reach out and ask questions and I'll get back to you. Have a great week and happy Easter. Bye.